Welcome to the Experiment podcast, where we talk about life and business and how they daily intersect. I'm your host, Laura Dowdy. Let's get to some real talk. Hey, y'all. I hope you're having an amazing Christmas Eve. I wanted to take a little bit of your time today and talk about what a fun time of the year this is. We could sit here and, all of this is when most people are thinking back over, what's happened in 2020. And let's get real. I think this is the year that we need a pass on the top 10 list or anything like that. Other than unless you're going to find the top 10 things that you're grateful for 2020. So I actually, as you know, have some, but today is about, oh, what fun it is to be an entrepreneur. So for me, I love what I do. Absolutely love what I do. And there are three reasons why I love what I do. And the first for me is because I love working with the people that I get to work with. And the reason is because they truly make me a better person. And that is by choice. That has been something that I have learned over the years, that not every client is for me, and I am not for every client, and that is okay. So there's a saying in the coaching business, in the online course business, that you need to know your avatar. And quite honestly, I'm one of those people that when you start to talk in cliches like that or a lingo, it just annoys me. Like I can remember right after COVID hit, that pivot became the word of the moment. And it's just like, it just shows lack of creativity to me if you just keep regurgitating the same glossary of terms. So that's just me. I'm a rebel in that regard. Doesn't mean I'm right. I just try to, step outside the box and it's really all the same. It's just semantics. I understand that, but it makes me feel better. Anyway, but like I said, one of the things that, I want to give you permission as an entrepreneur is that you get to decide who you want to work with. And if you're constantly chasing the dollar, then I promise you're going to lose money. When you realize that you're much more in flow, you're much more in peace, you're much more in joy, you're a much better person to even be around when you focus on people that you want to work with. That could be a type of person. For us at Monarch, it's a price point, and it's a person. For example, we don't work with clients that own less than 3 homes. So, and of course, there's always an exception to a rule, because we have people that call us all the time and say, "I know that you only work this price point," or "I know you only work with this type of client." And the truth is if you're good people, you're good people, and we'll take care of you no matter what. But you still need to have kind of an idea of who your client is. And that's because when you start to really think about that, that's what you're going to start to attract. And I promise you, it's not fun to deal with a lot of drama. It takes up a lot of time. It takes up a lot of energy. So that is my number one tip, is to continue to love what you do, love who the people that you work with. And the second one is, for me, in real estate, is there's never one day that's exactly the same. That fuels me. That gets me excited. That challenges me mentally. Find what gets your juices flowing. And for me, like I said, it is the fact that within real estate, nothing that we do is ever the same. And having been a realtor since 1997, of course, there's things that become monotonous or mundane. And as a friend of mine, Peter Hernandez, always says, it's his quote. He may have gotten it from somebody else, but I always like to give him credit for the quote. But the money is in the mundane. But for me, I love that not only are we dealing with a completely different people in every single transaction, you've got so many different entities, different parties within that transaction that you're dealing with. And the houses are all completely different. Some people like modern, some people like contemporary, some people like Spanish colonial, some people like Tudor. It's like there's so many different options. I mean, in California, to be honest with you, we kind of gotten a little bit boxed in with the type of architecture that we kind of go to. So hopefully 2021 and moving forward, there will be a little more inspiration in our architectural designs instead of the white boxes that we've been doing, or, the pseudo farmhouse, et cetera, et cetera. Anyway, I know I'm being a little negative, but I keep it real, like I said. So the other great thing about what we do in real estate is, and why I love the fact that things change every day, is that I'm constantly learning. So maybe what you do isn't something that is constantly changing every day, but the one thing that you do have control over is deciding to find a way to continually learn new skills, learn new things about your job that you can be an asset to the people that you're working with. Really, for me, and this is kind of leading into my third reason why I love what I do, is that one of the reasons that why you want to continue to learn new things and be an asset and a value is so that you can make an impact. So for me, that's the third thing that I love about what I do, being a real estate broker and a coach, a business coach, whether you're in real estate or not, because I get to make a difference in people's lives. Anybody that's buying a house, as realtors, I think, kind of dismiss the fact that one of the biggest things that anybody does in their lives is buy a house. And it really doesn't matter how much money they have in their bank account. It really is an emotional and impactful decision, regardless of your bank account. And it's such an honor and a privilege to be able to be that conduit to make that happen. And I think as realtors, we get so caught up in the contractual piece, which of course, as a broker, it is very, very important, but also in the fact that we're showing houses and it's, like contract to close, et cetera. And it's like, we forget the fact that those people on the other side, that we are the ones that are the catalyst for creating an amazing experience. And for me as well, it's like, for my coaching students, it's important for me that they have an amazing experience, and that's a two-way street. So just like in real estate, or quite honestly any business, there's always more than one person in the party that has responsibility for what's going on. So, for my coaching students, I can provide them with all kinds of tools, and I can cheer them on, and I can beat them up when they don't show up for themselves. It's not about me. Like, I'm not upset with them. I'm upset for them. And it is such a privilege for me to be, a lamp on their road to truly being successful in business. And it brings me joy every single day. And these are my three things. Like I said, I love the people that I work with. I love the fact that I'm constantly learning, and every day is kind of different. And I love the fact that I get to make a difference, make an impact in people's lives. And, I don't have children. And for those of you that do, you have a legacy that lives on. And for me, my legacy is the impact that I make on the people that I cross paths with. So I hope that you found that helpful. And if you would like to learn more about my coaching program, it's called Elevate. There are kind of three parts to it. It is all about branding strategy, which is setting yourself from the foundation up. It's about being a social curator for you and making sure that your social presence is, whatever path you choose, is effective and creating and generating leads. And I also help to make it a little less stressful, because I know social media for a lot of people can be overwhelming, as it is for me some days as well. And last but not least, it's a business mastermind where you are with me one-on-one every single week. And I will take you through the systems of setting you up and holding you accountable to your goals. And I preach this, as I have in the past several podcasts over the past couple of days. I set up 90-day goals, and so that we can be agile and be present in the moment to what's going on, but also at the same time forecasting and predicting where we're going to be in the next 96 months and towards the end of the year. So would love to have you join me. You just go to lauradowdy.com/link in bio. It's the first one at the top. If you're ready to elevate, then click that button, and I would love to help you and help you find the 3 things of why you get up every day, so that you can too, on Christmas Eve, besides the holidays, say, oh, what fun it is to do what I get to do every single day. Mwah. Thanks for joining, y'all. Have an awesome holiday. Thanks so much for listening to today's episode of the Experiment podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, rate us, and leave us a review. And as always, follow me on Instagram at LauraDowdy_LE for Live Excellence. Go make a difference, y'all. The world needs you.